Hi everybody, Ukulenny here, and welcome back to the Ukulenny channel. I know it's been a while, but I've been busy making music around the Bay Area and shooting some videos with Kala Ukulele. If you want to check out some of the tutorials I've put out for them, you can check out the link below for their Learn to Play section of their website. So here's a quick tutorial of Can't Help Falling in Love by 21 Pilots. Of course, the original popularized by Elvis, but I really enjoyed this version by Tyler Joseph of 21 Pilots, who's also a Kala artist. So a fellow Kala ukulele brethren came out with this really wonderful version of the song. One thing you'll notice is that the song is in 3/4, so we're going to be talking about the Waltz Strum that we'll be using for this song. But first, the chords. We're going to start with our easy C chord, third finger, 3rd fret on the bottom. And then we're going to go to the E minor. E minor is a diagonal chord. Sometimes this transition can be hard, so what I like to do is I like to put my pointer finger on the bottom string 2nd fret first, and then make the diagonal. And we have E minor. Alright, and then we have A minor, middle finger on the top. Then we have the F chord. So this is easy. We're just going to add our index finger. We're going to skip a string and add the index on the 2nd string, F. And then back to C, easy C chord. And here's G. We're going to jump that ring finger up. We're going to bring around the bodyguards. Middle finger goes down. Index finger goes up on the C string. Nice triangle on G. That's our first line. So let's actually run that one time. So C, and we're going to go wise, and then E minor, men, middle finger to the top, say, we actually play A minor twice, and then we add the index, only fools, F, and then back to C, rush, and then we jump up, G, and alright, going on to the next line, we have the F chord, middle finger on the top, let's skip string at the index, but I, and then G, I'm going to put my ring finger down first, make the triangle again, can't, and then A minor, middle finger on the top, help, add the index, falling in, C, love, and then jump up, make the triangle, with, and then back down to C, U. So a lot of times when I'm learning a song, I like to kind of play in time and just see if I can change the chords. So let's do the first 2 lines of Can't Help Falling in Love. Just to the time, I'll say the words along while we're strumming. 1, ready, go. Wise, then E minor, men, A minor, say, only fools, rush, and G, in, G again, and then jump to F, but I go to G, can, A minor, help, and F, falling in love with you. Alright, and that's our first section. So you'll notice that we're counting to 3. Usually in ukulele songs we're counting to 4, but for this version of the song we're doing more of a waltz. So you'll hear that division. 2, 3. Just so that you can feel the beat. 'Cause I that's how the verse section sounds, and we do that a lot of times in this song. Alright, now that you've got the basic chords for the verse, we're going to add the strum pattern. So again, we're counting in 3, but now we're going to add some down ups to it. So the strum pattern for this song is down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down. And if this is giving you trouble, what I like to start with is just that swing strum by itself. So I just start with a down and I go down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. So you can try that to feel the triplet swing. 1, a 2, a 3, a 1, a 2, a 3. Make sure that that down is what you're emphasizing. And then I'm going to count to 3, and on the ones, we're just going to make sure that we only do it down. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, and you can kind of feel that that's the big part of the bar. Makes you want to sway a little bit. Alright, so if you're following along with the chord chart, every bolded letter is going to be worth one of those strum patterns. So it's going to be a C, down, up, then change, E minor, then A minor. Alright, so let's actually try the first couple lines of the verse together. Here's your C, and 1, ready, go. Wise men say, only fools rush in. Told you. But I can't help falling in love with you. Alright. And if that didn't work for you, you just rewind and try that again. Alright, so you might be wondering, why do I talk instead of sing? I think this is good if you're trying to learn how to sing and play at the same time. That it's good practice to just kind of mouth the words, mouth the rhythm, because our brain can only handle so much. If you're trying to sing like Christina Aguilera and you're strumming at the same time, you're doing too much. You're trying to sing on key and trying to focus on how good you sing. And right now we just want the timing of your words and the strum pattern to be consistent. Alright, now we're gonna put it together, and I'll go ahead and sing for you. I'll do my best Tyler Joseph impression with that hecka high voice that he's using. Alright, so we'll go wise men say, and your first note is wise. There you go. 1, ready, go. Wise men say, only fools rush in, but I can't help falling in love with you. Shall I stay? Would it be a sin if I can't help falling in love with you? Alright, so that's a basic idea of can't help falling in love. There is the middle section, the bridge, and I'll go ahead and show you the chords for the bridge. We're going to go to E minor in the diagonal line. And then here's a hard chord, B7. So we're going to actually use a full bar on the 2nd fret. And if it's your first time barring, you're going to want to practice just doing the bar by itself and just trying to squeeze your index finger against the fingerboard. Sometimes when you're starting out, you can also use your middle finger to help. And see if you can get a nice sound all the way across the strings. Then we're going to add our middle finger to the C string on the 3rd fret, and again, put all that weight on that finger. You should be able to get the B7. Another tip is keep your barring finger close to the metal of the fret, That's actually what the fret is. It's that little metal piece. I'm going to be right next to it, as close as possible. Kind of use the edge of your finger as well. It's the bony side of your finger. It'll be easier to squeeze rather than the squishy part. Alright, and then adding your middle finger. So now we're going to change from E minor to B7. And then jump up, huge bar, middle finger. And then jump your pointer back down. And then full bar. And then jump down, diagonal. And then full bar. Alright, so if you've got the E minor and B7 down, the rest of it's a little bit simpler. A7. There's two A7s in a row. And A7 is just your pointer finger on the C string, first fret. Easiest chord other than the C chord. Pretty easy. And then we got D minor, middle finger to the top, ring finger right after it on the second fret, and then index finger on the first fret. And what I like about D minor is it's a lot like the F chord. I call it the F chord filled in. So if you're holding F, you could just take your ring finger and put it underneath. Alright, that's D minor. A little bit of a tough transition to G, but again, lead with your ring finger on that third fret of the E string. Make the bodyguards. Shouldn't be too hard. So again, just like before, we're just going to do it in time. I'll go ahead and say the words. And you can just strum once per chord. So here's E minor. We're going to go like a river flows. Ready? Go. Like a river flows surely to the sea. Darling, so it goes. Some things. A7 again. And then F filled in. D minor. We're meant to be. And then go to the G chord, ring finger, bodyguards. And again, you could try that again if that's coming slow. That E minor to B7 is especially tough when you start, and then there's a lot of jumping around for these three chords. All right, so we're gonna try it with the strum pattern now, and again, you can mouth the words with the strum pattern. So the same down, down, up, down, up, down. So here's E minor. 1, ready, go. Like a river flows surely to the sea. Darling, so it goes. Some things were meant to be. That's the bridge with the strumming. Alright, now here's a real tough part. Sing like Tyler Joseph on this one. Use that falsetto voice. Females, it should be like right in your range, so shouldn't be too bad. Here we go. Like 1, ready, go. Like a river flows surely to the sea. Darling, so it goes. Some things were meant to be. And then you go back to C for the rest of the song. Take my hand. Take my whole life too. 'Cause I can't help falling in love with you. Alright, and now I think you got all the parts that you're going to need to try out this song, try out this version by 21 Pilots. Hope you enjoyed the tutorial, and we'll be back with more very soon. Alright, take care. Until next time, Ukan, y'all.